Okay guys, today we're going to continue factoring polynomials. Before we really move on to a new example, I kind of want to review what we went over yesterday before the bell rang. So here I have x squared plus 5x plus 6. Phase 1, step 1, the first thing you want to do is to see if there's any common factors that you can pull out of your trinomial. And since I have x squared plus 5x plus 6, there's nothing I can factor out right now. I'm not in the business of decimals. I don't want to pull out fractions. So what I'm going to do is I know that this is a trinomial, and trinomials usually comes from multiplying two binomials. That means there's x squared and positive 6, because I usually get this last term right there by multiplying some number here and some number here. And then these two boxes will always be your single x, or x to the first power, or x to the less power than x squared. So if, for example, if we ever do x third here, that would be x squared here, x squared, and so forth. So it's just decreasing in power. So I know that there's going to be an x here and an x here. And I got to add those together to give me 5x, because that is my middle term. These two boxes usually give me b. This first box usually gives me a. So here we have a is 1, that's my coefficient. B is 5, and C is 6. And that all comes from standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so now I need to figure out what numbers go here, and that usually is derived from your c. So here I have positive 6, so I'm going to put 6 right here, and then I'm going to find factors of 6. 1, 6, 2, 3. And since this is a positive 6, I'm going to find the two factors of 6 that will also add up to 5. Yeah, I can do negative 1 and 6, but if I put a negative 1 there, then one of my terms has to be negative, so it would just be 2 and 3. So 2x, 3x. And then from here I fill out the side links. So I have x times x is x squared. X times something is positive 2, so it's plus 2. X times something gives you positive 3x. And then double check, 3 times 2 is 6. And there's my answer. X plus 2 times x plus 3. Just reviewing what we did yesterday. So there are my two factors, my two binomials that multiply together give me x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay? I have one more example I want to show you. This is something I learned a long time ago in high school. My math teacher at the time, Mr. Price, he called it the ACEs, or the ACE method. We were the East High Blue Aces, so he just named it after our school mascot. So now you guys don't have to do it this way. I typically do it this way because it's a little bit quicker if I need to find the factors of my trinomial. But the first thing you want to do is you can always do it the normal way, and you know that eventually guess and check, and you know that this is 2x squared, so something's got to be 2x, and then this has got to be x, because if both of these are just coefficient of 1, x times x has become x squared. So that 2's got to be there. Okay, and again, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you scan your trinomial and see if there's any common factors that you can pull out. Now, I have 2, negative 13, and positive 21. There's nothing I can pull out. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and let's try the aces. Okay, so the first thing, same thing. I am going to take a look at my C, positive 21, and this time instead of finding the factors of 21, I'm also going to look at A. So here we have A is 2, C is 21. I'm going to multiply those, and I'm going to write that to the side, 42. Okay, and then I'm going to look at the 42, and I'm going to just list out the factors of 42. Here I have a positive 42, so I got 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and 14, 5, nope, 6 and 7, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stop there. Okay, and then I'm going to figure out if there's any two factors that I can add that will give me 42. And since I have, not add to get 42, but add to get negative 13. Sorry, because we're still looking at the middle term. Here, I have a negative 13. Right away, I know that This is a positive 42, so none of these single factors can be negative, because that would be a negative 42. Negative times positive is negative. But what I can do is I can make a negative 6 and a negative 7. So negative 6 times negative 7 still equals positive 42. Luckily, negative 6 plus negative 7 is also negative 13. So I want these two factors. Okay? And I'm not going to plug them into the area model. I'm not going to put them in next to x. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to write them like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my first term, 2x squared, and I'm not going to square it. I'm just going to write, because I'm going to factor out an x and just write 2x on top of each of these. And then what I'm going to do is from here, I am quickly just going to simplify it. I got 2x minus 6. 2 negative 6 becomes 1x third. 2x negative 7, that's as slow as I can. Now this is the fun part. What I'm going to do, sorry about that, 1x negative 3. What I'm going to do is I am going to rewrite it once it simplifies. I'm going to take my x up top and I'm just going to write it side by side. X negative 3. So this isn't really a fraction. This is just comparing the factors of 42 to the first term. And then here, same thing. I'm going to take the first term. I'm going to split them up. 2x minus 7. And that's how you would do it. That would be the ACES method. I'm going to quickly double check my work here. Using the box method or the area model, I got x minus 3, 2x minus 7. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. Negative 7 times negative 3 is 21. And that becomes, you pull all that out, combine the two middle boxes right here, you get negative 13x. And that's how you would do the ACE method. Okay, it's pretty cool. Go ahead and try it on your homework. Either doing it this way by finding the consonant, finding the factors of C, and then just doing the area model. Or if you want, you can challenge yourself and try this, and then we'll go over in class tomorrow. Thanks, guys.